Wait, which character? Vegemite?
Radio announcer.
I believe it went something like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Down in here in the basement. Oh my god, why is this happening? Oh my god, what cruel god would let this exist? Oh my god,
One roll initiative.
No. Johnny's just gonna walk out.
Really?
Johnny can walk out. He's gonna have to roll initiative first.
That is a low initiative roll for me.
Rana.
Yeah.
I'll see your low initiative roll and raise you a 2.
Yeah.
I don't
Almost
see a
20.
little dice to click on my screen.
Yeah, you should be able to go into the combat tracker one, which is on the fists.
Yeah, I'm in the fist and there's no... Ambrose is there, but I can't like click on the thing.
Oh,
no, I could. I guess the thing...
a 20 that is a heart. Looks like
What?
interesting.
Yeah, and it did like a little swirly thing.
Yeah.
I
It made
didn't
noise.
see it. Damn it.
I keep forgetting that I need to come in and mess with my
Had some cool
dice.
effects.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
looks
you
like
know what?
everyone is on there.
I'm also gonna record
So, rip. My nephew says that times. If someone says something particularly stinging, like a barbed comment, he'll go, "Heh, rip."
Yeah, that's a common one.
I
Wisdom
remember doing
saving
that
throws,
myself
right?
quite a
It's,
bit.
amongst us young folks.
Yeah. Did everyone catch that?
No.
I would like a
What?
wisdom saving throw.
From everyone?
From everyone?
Yes, please.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not good.
I believe everyone who's within 30 feet of me gets an extra something to that save.
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's fine.
Sorry, that's a save.
1 second. Do we have a thing against this?
Okay. Why can't I?
I think I'm good.
My thing is acting a little bit whack. I'm gonna reload my page real quick.
There.
Oh, is this against a magical effect, Jacob?
Yes.
I get advantage against those. Give me a second here.
Hey, why didn't it roll my thing? It didn't. roll
That's a
my
bit
thing.
better. Not much better.
I try this again.
How close do we have to be to Althea? And
30 feet.
30 feet. I'm within 30 feet, so that's a +3 to that, so that's a 14. And then I'll give myself another +3 on top of that.
Okay, for some reason it's not rolling
17.
for me.
Yeah, it just went.
On word wisdom.
You've rolled a few times. It's in the chat.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's 2 that I
Okay.
see without scrolling.
A 19 and a 22.
That's really weird because they're not showing up for me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, the thing just...
Yeah.
Try refreshing your page.
Okay.
'Cause I'm also getting the same issue.
Let me know when your page reloads.
It just reloaded. Of course, it closed my character sheet.
I'm just gonna quickly do a test roll to see if this is acting right, because it's acting a little funky on my end. Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, it showed my initiative roll just fine. It was the saving throws it did do. Yeah. But if it's working now, great.
Cool, cool. All right, so as luck would have it, Spider Snake goes first.
What?
Spider
Just kidding.
snake.
A lot of legs, a lot of initiative.
Looks like he was getting 1 for every leg over 3. What?
So chop off the legs. Got it.
Nice.
So it will launch another bite at Ambrose.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
Yeah. Ambrose doesn't get the AC to
Not
want
much.
to see that.
Less than that. Shit.
I feel like Ambrose should have like resistance to poison, specifically from spiders.
Need a Constitution saving throw from Ambrose.
Oh, this is a spider snake, though.
Yeah, so it's entirely different.
Is the spider biting you, or is the snake biting you?
Yes?
Okay.
What was that? Was that
I need a Constitution saving throw from Ambrose.
in Constitution? Okay. Constitution is not bad. It's pretty bad when I roll like that,
Yep.
though.
So Ambrose takes 28 points of damage, 7 of which is from poison from that bite,
Jesus.
bringing us to Ambrose's go with Rana on deck.
Okay. Shit. Where is the spider
So-
thing? Because I currently don't see
Yeah,
it.
it is. So the boxes to the left, it is basically over them and biting at you while you're still on the ladder, and then it retracts and it's back behind, and you can't see it once it does that.
Ah, the old piranha plant strategy. I see what they're doing. Okay.
Guess I should have recapped how it attacked originally.
Yeah, it's all good.
15 feet up the
yeah.
ladder, and so 15 feet down to the floor, or 25 feet up back to the surface.
Jacob, I'm not sure if you still have this, but the Bloodstone spell
Mhm.
gem. It's the thing like I put a spell into it. Does that have like an expiration date?
Nope.
Right. So if I recall correctly, last time I used the Bloodstone spell gem, I put hypnotic pattern into it.
Okay.
So I'm let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Using the Bloodstone spell gem doesn't use a spell slot, right? It's just like a thing.
Yep, it's whatever you cast into it, you can later cast out of it, which I'm sure was a couple levels ago. So it's probably not going to be as just for ease of use. It'll be each creature in the area, wisdom saving throw. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm. What is all right? A 30-foot cube within range. So I'm kind of imagining it's just like he's kind of casting it just out from himself. So hopefully everything in the basement can see it.
Yeah, you can probably like choose a spot like here and just make sure it fills the region.
Yeah, around there. Well, this is interesting. Oof.
Oof.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right, so for
You're not
everything
very
that
wise.
failed, creature is charmed, and while charmed, it is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. As far as I can tell, did everything get like dumbfounded by it?
Yeah. The spiders that you can see, the ones that are at the base of where you are, and here where this web is, they were starting to crawl towards you, and they've stopped. You don't hear any movement from the other side of the boxes. You are hearing slithering and large tapping of feet on stone, large, loud. And all of that has stopped.
All right. And then after that, Ambrose is just going to slide down the rest of the ladder and kind of just,
Okay.
you know, probably like right here.
Okay. Yep. That will bring us to Rana with Ron on deck.
Althea is on the ladder, right?
Oh yeah, she had started to follow.
Can I jump down?
Like just straight jumping, no using the ladder.
Well, Althea's on the ladder, so I'm assuming that I can't.
Well, it's like 50 feet or something like that.
Yeah, looking down the shaft, it's a 40-foot drop.
Oh shit. Probably can't do that then.
Well, you
I-
can.
I mean,
And
Well,
Just depends on
not
how
without
willing you are to take
yeah,
the
take
damage.
that damage. Yeah, probably not. Can I?
wanna
Oh,
take a
you're on
little fall
mute.
damage for your buddy Ambrose?
Yeah.
You
Ah.
could hold action till my turn.
I think I kind of have to. I can't like. Right? I can't push her out of the
but
way.
you can't hold movement.
Okay, that I didn't know. Sorry, I rolled crap.
No, it's fine.
For
I guess
initiative.
I'll pass. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know what else to do.
You can't hold movement, but you can hold your action, and the action you choose could be dash. So you could dash down.
Okay,
You
sure.
won't get to attack or anything. But
Sure,
you can do
fine. That's
Oh,
fine.
that's a strange
that.
workaround.
You get you down.
I'll do that.
Okay.
That's what
so
I'll
you're
do.
gonna hold to dash after Althea moves.
Yeah.
All right, Rowan's go with Tonist on deck.
I guess Rowan's course of action will be similar to Rana's.
Tonist.
Due to the nature of me getting obliterated last game, and I don't think Liger can do anything on ladders, I might just chill up here and like give y'all my best wishes.
That's completely valid, honestly.
Perfect. Guys' go with Althea on deck. That is real funny that you asked about that. Guys takes a few steps forward and jumps into the shaft.
So Althea is coming down the ladder, and then there's just this whew, Gaz falls down past her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
About halfway down, he will what is it? Whip out his whip and hit one of the sides of the shaft, arresting his momentum somewhat, and then tumbling down the rest of the way.
Like what? That's only like 46 anyway.
Yeah. And not so bad for him. Althea's go with Johnny on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna climb down the ladder, assess the situation as soon as I get to the bottom, look at Ambrose and go, status report.
With your move action, you'll get 15 feet down, putting you 25 feet above the floor of the basement.
Oh. Well,
Can
that's
she do-
annoying.
Can she do the sliding thing?
Because climbing's at half speed.
Oh. I don't know if she can do the sliding thing. I don't know if that's anything she would ever have actually learned. It's a ladder. Just how sturdy is it?
It's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's attached to the wall every few feet, and they don't see any damage on any rungs near you. I mean, as as it goes deeper into the shaft down to the basement, it's harder to see level of detail that far away, but certainly near the rungs that you're near where you are, the rungs are fine.
Okay. Given that Gaz just jumped past me, I'm going to swing to the outside of the one of the uprights so as to get out of the way for the other people who are more nimble. And I'm calling out to Ambrose,
You can.
what's going on?
Okay. So again, you are 25 feet up. You can use your dash to continue climbing down if you want to make more progress.
Okay, may as well.
Okay.
So that'll put me 10 feet above the floor?
Yep. Followed by Rana and Rowan, both making about 15 feet down. Well, a little
Can I
bit
do
of
the slidey
overlap
thingy?
there. What was that?
Can I do the slidey thingy?
I'm still blocking part of it.
Well, I'm gonna slide as far as I can, though.
Make an athletics check.
You sure you don't want acrobatics? Sounds more acrobatic to me.
After you make the roll? That doesn't make sense. You argue for that stuff before you roll.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly because I didn't believe in the argument anyway.
Nice. Okay, make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm gonna fall off the ladder.
A distinct possibility.
Or fall up the ladder.
Okay. So you begin to slide down, and your foot loses purchase on the ladder, and you start to fall, but you're able to catch yourself. You only make it about 10 feet down.
Okay.
How does change initiative? Cannot. All right, Johnny's turn. And Rowan makes.
Do I
So
get
I-
a bonus action?
No.
Okay.
From where I am, I have no idea what's going on. I just hear this commotion from this newly open trapdoor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use I'm going to travel my 10 feet. Is the trapdoor already open?
Yeah.
Stick my head in there. Do I see this big snake spider thing down there?
No, it's a 40-foot shaft. You see Rowan right near the top, that followed by Rana. With the light from both Rowan and Johnny, you can see
Do I have any line of sight
there's
on
some
this
boxes.
critter?
No,
No,
there's
okay.
some boxes, and you can see a little bit of Ambrose, but just with the fact that
Okay.
it's a shaft, you can't really see much aside from right at the very bottom of it.
All right. Look down at Rowan. What's going on down there?
Not sure. Ambrose sounds like somebody got hit by something. Maybe some sort of, yeah, I don't know.
Ambrose,
You
are
heard
you
what I
okay?
heard.
I'm using my action to talk because there's people in the way. I can't get down there, and no matter what I want to do. So, Ambrose, are you okay?
You hear Ambrose's voice come from the bottom of the shaft.
Spiders!
The spiders. Okay.
Wait, does he say
Yeah.
fucking spiders?
I thought he liked spiders.
Are you going
All
to
right.
tell us?
That's all I got. I got nothing. Go ahead.
The spiders continuing to remain docile don't come closer, and it is Ambrose's go.
Okay. Okay, the hypnotic pattern lasts for 1 minute. About how much of that has gone by?
1 round. So 10%.
Oh, so everybody doing their actions is only 6 seconds?
Yep.
Yeah.
Each round is 6 seconds.
I thought everybody's turn was 6 seconds. That makes things very different. Uh, I
And that's the hypnotic pattern area.
oh, thank you. Um, yeah, I am. Ambrose is going to. I don't have any healing potions. Is unfortunate. He's going to ready a Eldritch Blast in one hand. I'm not sure. Oh my god! Hold on, computer's freaking out. He's going to ready an action to fire an Eldritch Blast at just of the this spider. I think is the one that he can see. As soon as he sees that one start to wake up, he's going to shoot it.
For ease of combat and time, does everyone want to just get down to the bottom and then figure out what you're going to do from there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Has Ambrose communicated that they are all currently
Aside from
charmed?
Cronist?
The sure was
Well, I don't think Ambrose has directly communicated it, but I have used hypnotic pattern 4 when we were fighting the Gorgon lady. It's a pretty distinct vibe that it gives off, so I feel like probably y'all's characters would see like the flashing weird eldritch lights and be like, oh shit, Ambrose is using hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
Any objections to putting everyone down there and just saying a round has went by?
Yeah,
Sure.
sounds
Yep,
good.
we're good.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna move Johnny over here just to give some. Okay. So this guys kind of piled on top of each other. You're all at the base there. You can see the patterns twisting through the air. It reaches to that magenta line. Despite this, there is a bunch of spiders on a web there that are not moving aggressively. Sitting underneath of them is a large pile of gold, also webbed up. And yeah, I'll also move. Well, yeah, and you guys can step out to try to see around the boxes if you'd like. And if doing so, you would see more of the basement without entering the pattern of colors. Near where the giant snake spider is, there is a large flower like pistol. It is sitting on a pretty thick stalk, jutting up out of in a sort of otherworldly, vibrantly green turf. The pistol itself is probably 3 feet long and pretty
pretty
it's
what?
barely pretty thick as
Thank
well.
you.
It's pretty thick around, almost like the size of a barrel. The just pull up my notes, make sure I say the right words. I have my notes properly. Okay. Yeah, the sepal is mainly enclosed, but it is starting to open up. bits of lavender orange of the petals show through.
What's blocking line of sight? Is it these boxes?
Yeah, you can move your character up north if you want to
No, I
see
can't.
the actual map.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to.
No, like
Well, there's
Rana will
also
not move closer to
There's also
spiders.
spiders behind us.
Okay. Yeah, there's some spiders right here. They're just sort of scurrying around. They're not acting aggressively, but they are in the area.
Yeah, so Rana's
what's this
freaking out.
Pink. What's this pink square?
As of an apple.
That's my hypnotic.
The pink,
Oh,
yeah, that's
the-
the multicolored hypnotic pattern.
The hypnotic pattern, it lasts for a minute, but the light is only for a moment. It's just like a flash.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
So I've got an Eldritch flashbang, basically.
Even better.
Yeah, it's just a
So
flash
you
thing.
can,
It's
so
really
you
good.
actually can
Alright.
just move into that area without, with impunity. If you so choose. So that was the original. So it's good to note though, because that means that these spiders that are here and these ones that are here were not caught in the pattern, but are still not moving towards you aggressively or trying to nip at heels or crawl all over bodies.
Oh, interesting.
That's fascinating.
This swarm here, this is not next. Where's the ladder?
Right next to the ladder.
They are right next to the ladder. Okay.
Yep.
So she probably would have moved. She's probably like here. Nope, not there. Nope. She probably would have tried to move this way and then saw more spiders and then just like got caught in the middle. But she's like pressed up against the wall. Trying to stay
Alright,
away from
so
the
you got-
spiders.
You guys have 8 rounds to figure out what you're going to do, if anything. And it sounds like Tonus is calling down, asking if you need help. Oh, that's amazing. I just saw where you put your character and what emblem you put on it.
I was asleep in the lady's bed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Wait,
The
what?
little catnap.
My boy's snoozing.
I think it might-
Spiders susceptible to that pattern.
So the pattern, it's the colors themselves are gone. I'd misread the spell. So it's no longer there
As did I.
affecting anyone that enters that area.
Oh,
But it
Yeah,
is
okay,
what
good.
I thought it was like this big kind of like hypno pattern that just like pulsed in the air for like 60 seconds and hypnotized people, but it's more like just a big flash of color that just charms everything. So it basically magic
Yeah.
flashbangs.
Emphasis on flash.
So
yeah.
so the group can move into that area without fear of being hypnotically patterned. Patterned hypnotically.
If Gaz moves farther into the room, Rana will like follow him. Like very close behind, right? Like,
Yeah, he doesn't.
okay.
Ambrose, refresh our memory. So long as we don't attack any of these things, they won't attack back, right?
Yeah. They're charmed. Sorry, I got a big spider bite in my side right now, so I'm feeling a little woozy. Yeah, they're charmed for the next Ambrose looks at his wrist. I don't know, 40 seconds?
Yeah, we can call out a round. 42 seconds left.
Johnny will say, "Come here,
Is that
buddy,"
the thing that bit you?
and slap him with a cure wounds when it's my turn. That would be my
Oh, so
action.
good.
Is my presence requested at the bottom of the hole?
You want to be in range of a large spider snake that might swallow you?
Particularly, if we're being honest, but
What was the question that Rowan asked?
Oh, I was asking for confirmation that this is the giant thing that did the biting, but no one else can see it. I know out of character it is, but you know.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Healing Ambrose just when my turn comes up.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
All right.
Are we following initiative
Well,
or not?
No, I'm asking you guys what you guys are gonna do because right now, I
Okay.
mean, they can't act, so I want to know.
Yeah.
What's happening?
With the hypnotic pattern up, we should attack these groups of spiders individually, one at a time. Until
Jake
they're all dead.
said the smaller swarms were not aggressive.
Yes, that's how the spell works.
No, even the ones that were not in the oh, we don't know which ones were not in the pattern.
There you go, Ambrose.
Yeah,
But
I don't know which ones weren't in
No,
the pattern,
the-
and
Ooh, I'll
out
take
of
that.
character, it
Okay.
might be because they're being controlled by the big one.
okay,
And since that thing can't direct them, they can't move. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they-
don't either.
That's why I,
I think
said
it's
we
well
should attack them individually.
for the hypnotic pattern. I imagine the creatures as like basically dumbstruck, like they're not moving at all. Meanwhile, like this one and this one by the ladder are probably still like scuttling around
Yep.
a little bit.
They are.
Probably not charmed, so you can. I feel like you can tell which ones were hit by the spell and which ones weren't.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Okay.
So if we're going to take out the big one, I suggest we get in position around it before this hypnosis wears off.
You should probably lead the way. Rana can't move.
Ambrose says, "Agreed," and Ambrose starts to climb the boxes.
Rana, can you at least back us up on the bow?
Yeah, like she'll probably snap out of it as soon as she sees the big one, but she can't see the big one right now. So she's like pressed up against the wall, holding her bow.
Oh,
Like,
this is a
terrified
much
of the
bigger
little
music
swarms.
than I previously thought.
Okay. Althea will take Rana's hand and try to lead her past the boxes, interposing herself between Rana and the other spiders.
So like this way? In through this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So she'll follow you.
Ugh.
Be very scared. Ah.
Okay.
Hey. Oh my god. Nope. Then she
This thing is-
goes this way. Oh my
Is there a spider in that corner?
there's this thing.
Isn't there a web in that corner?
She's going this way. Hello? Why won't I move?
One takes to be a priority.
There it goes.
What?
Okay.
So does the flower appear to be actively like in motion blooming?
That's 25 feet.
You'd have to, like, it's not opening up before your eyes, second by second.
Okay.
It
That's a-
appears to be at the very beginning of the bloom.
Sounds like that's a really big, ugly spider thing.
I don't know how many
Yeah.
rounds we're taking to do this, but
Johnny. Okay, so as
for the amount of movement, probably 2
as
rounds.
Johnny steps closer, he feels drowsy and
Of course.
falls asleep.
Awesome. I needed a nap. Cool.
Johnny just passes
Mhm.
out. Huh.
What's most likely the failed wisdom save from earlier?
Huh.
Ah,
I was just waiting for something to happen with that. So I was like, cool.
Where is Johnny? I can't see his token.
It's right.
I'm
to the
right in
south of
front of
Ron.
you.
Okay.
So we'll call that round 7, so 6 more to go.
Okay, there we
Who
go.
wants to hit it
Now everybody
first?
has flipped up.
Rose has dibs.
Somebody
Rowan will
smack
ready
Johnny.
next to cast a spell as soon as somebody attacks it.
Okay.
Rana will ask.
I'm almost
actually-
at the end of the order, so I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, Rana will ask Gaz to wake Johnny up if he can before we start attacking this thing.
Okay. He sort of nudges him with his foot a little harder than maybe. At first kind of gently, and then a little harder, and then a little harder, and doesn't seem to be waking up.
Okay. So Ambrose, go ahead whenever you're ready.
All right. Are we doing this? Everybody's ready?
Yep.
Not sure
Let's
what to
go.
do about Johnny.
All
but-
right. Ambrose is triumphantly standing on top of the boxes, and who's roll? What was
worry about
that?
it.
Was this shenanigans? Right. And you see his eyes start to glow with a kind of eldritchy creepiness to them, and the tats in his arm start to seemingly slide down his arm and coalesce on his hand. And until his hand from like his elbow down is completely, and you see his fingers start to like kind of meld together and look like real gooey for the sake of visual symbiote from Spider-Man.
Okay.
And Ambrose says, "You took a bite out of me, motherfucker. I'm gonna return the favor." And he casts Observation, which I don't. Why I have spell slots for this? Why is the game telling me I don't have spell slots?
Was that a lot of build up to not be able to cast it? I know you
I should
cast.
be able to cast it.
No, you cast 2 spells last session. You tried the eviction, and then you followed with black tentacles.
Oh my gosh.
Not...
You haven't rested since then.
Alright, that's really fucking funny. I'm just gonna shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts then.
Sounds good.
Nice.
The old razzle dazzle.
Sick. Oh, whoops! Click the thing twice. All right.
That will.
Oh, is the thing charmed? Do I have advantage?
Let me just double check.
That auto.
Well, it's incapacitated. I think.
I've never-
Fascinating.
Just can't take actions or reactions. Movement 0. Armor has advantage on ability checks, but not attack rolls. So no bonus.
Oh, all right.
That'll hit.
All right. Sick.
Nice.
Well, let's push back 10 feet.
Right into the pedal.
Yeah.
All right. It hits the pedal and stopped. Or the flower. And you watch as these sepals start to open up even more, revealing more of the lavender orange petals. And it starts a very rapid opening up as the snake spider shakes its head confusedly and looks like it's about to strike out at whoever it can find. Simultaneous to the Eldritch Blast, well, almost simultaneous, just moments after, Gaz whips out and strikes the creature. I think someone else had a spell prepared.
Yep.
Rowan.
Yeah. Rowan will create another giant hand made of sand. And can I get a strength save? I'll put the hand like here, I guess.
Only 11.
Okay. So it'll take 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained.
Rana's go.
Is this thing an aberration? Hello?
No.
Okay, sorry. My audio has been wonky all day. I'm sorry. I didn't see the roll, but I'm using that's a 20. I heard it before I saw it. I wanted to use sharpshooter. I don't know if you're
Okay.
cool with that, but
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. Does that negate the wow, that's terrible damage. Does that negate the crit
But
using sharpshooter?
no.
So should I click damage again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably Colossus Slayer too.
It wasn't damaged, was it? Oh, it was
Yeah, I
just
got it.
damaged.
And
I'm sorry.
So did Ambrose.
I'm sorry. I'm paying attention,
Nice.
I promise. Okay, and then one more sharpshooter.
Well, also, Colossus Slayer again, because you did crit.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. That's the second Colossus.
Second attack hits.
Okay, great. And here's the second attack damage, but not Colossus Slayer. And then, as an afterthought, because she's scared out of her mind, she's going to make this thing her hunter's mark. Or she's going to move her hunter's mark to this thing. It's like, oh yeah, I should have done that before I shot.
Also, all attacks against this thing have advantage.
Ooh.
It'd be restrained.
I guess
Wait.
that's Rowan's go. Feels weird that you'd cast a spell this round and they're going again.
Yeah, that's a
think
little
that's-
weird. Well, if I go again, then I will Mind Sliver the thing.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Eldon save.
Yep. That's the one.
There you go. It's my connection good. Only
Yeah. that went.
12.
-5. Holy cow.
It's real dumb.
Yeah. I must have a 1.
Uh,
Because otherwise, he can't have
Althea's
my-
go.
Alright, so
Oh, sorry.
8 damage -2 to next
Mhm.
save.
And Althea's go.
Oh, okay. Gaz isn't doing anything.
He's just gonna whip it more.
Okay. When it was pushed back from Ambrose, it was 10 feet. Did it slam into me?
No.
Just okay. Just checking because it didn't move.
Nope.
So
Hit the flower which stopped it.
okay. So stepping in, and you said advantage, right?
Yes.
Dang it, and I'm on the wrong page. Sorry. And this is with longsword because I don't have my halberd with me. Attack advantage.
That'll hit.
And second attack.
That'll hit.
Okay. And with this one, I am also adding a divine smite. There's that. And then, dang it, I keep having to go back and forth on this thing to get to my stuff. My apologies. Where's my divine smite?
Could be like a level
I
3
think,
spell.
You
Similar
know what? I
to-
think it's on my. I think it's under my features. Yeah, it's on.
I
It's
think-
on features, not. Beg pardon.
I think similar to Roll20, you might be able to just click the icon and drag it to your little hotbar, and that way you don't have to tab between your character sheet pages and stuff. Give yourself some.
Okay, you will have to educate me on this magic later.
Okay.
Right, there we go. Thank you for letting me know.
That's cocked.
So there's that.
Okay. With that, at the end of Johnny's turn, he wakes up.
Yay.
Why does it say he's dead?
I had wondered.
That was, I thought you put that when I said Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, but apparently that's the dead symbol.
Oh, okay.
Speed 0. Attack rolls have disadvantage. Well, closest target is Althea, so it strikes out at Althea. Unsure what else to do with its life. Missing. What's his second attack? Yeah. Okay. And then it tries to bite her once more. 22.
At disadvantage?
Okay, so it misses Althea twice. The bulb of the flower opens up further, and the petals begin to fold out. You can see what looks like a small, youngish woman with green tinged skin inside,
Huh.
slowly opening up. It is Ambrose's go.
Flower opened up and there was a lady in it?
Mhm.
Right.
It's
I'm gonna
Thumbelina.
cast Toll the Dead on the big lad.
Okay.
Thumbelina reference.
What's that, a con save?
Yeah. I think.
So 12.
No, I think mine's 17, right? Yeah.
Sounds good to me. So versatile damage.
Go.
Blah.
Oh, those are neat.
It dies. Bringing us out of combat.
Okay. So this lady's
And-
not currently aggressive then.
No, she's still she looks like she's asleep.
Okay.
You'd like to attack her, you can, because she is asleep.
No.
She won't try to stop you.
Does she look like she's a fae?
Possibly.
Does it look like
Mhm.
Erica?
You'd have to probably get closer.
I'll get closer.
Okay. Rana walks up to the tower, looking at a woman that's in a sort of fetal position. She does bear a strangeness to Erica. Her hair isn't the same sort of fiery red as the woman upstairs, but she has, yeah, you can see it in the face that there's some similarity there.
Huh.
Is it a pod person?
Is it a what?
Odd person. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh.
Oh, reference. Sorry.
Looks like probably the bulb's gonna open up fully within the next 15, 20 seconds. If you want
That's-
to do anything before then.
Does this look like anything
mean-
Rowan would recognize? It doesn't sound like it, but
I was also curious about that for
Um,
Rana.
No.
What's
You could try a nature check.
Okay.
ooh, I am
I
not
will
good
try
at that
a
one.
nature check.
Or Arcana actually would work too.
Oh, I'm much better at that one. Hey,
Inspecting the flower and looking at the with outside of combat with the snake creature dead, you can also note some arcane symbols etched into the flower stalk itself, leading up to the pistil and petals. And Rowan determines that it is similar to a clone spell.
fascinating.
Would you
Neat.
care to
Clones now?
elaborate? Fascinating, Rowan?
It appears to be possibly some form of clone.
Well, it does look like Lady Erica, sort of looks like Erica. Oh,
Who is
So
weird.
do we
Erica?
wait for her to wake up and see if she's got the same memories?
Yeah.
I mean, does Erica grow her own replacements in her basement, and that's why she's got had this guard thing?
She might. What was your question, Ambrose?
I forgot that we're in Erica's house.
Oh, okay.
Anything else before the flower opens up fully?
Don't think so.
I would suggest that we just keep a very close watch, be on your guard, don't get taken by surprise.
Ambrose just kind of sits on one of the crates at the top of the pile and kind of kicks his legs.
Surprised Ambrose isn't having a snack.
You know, hitting it very hard usually I lose my appetite.
Once you get bit, you don't want to buy. It's
The
fully
law
open.
of nature.
The young lady in the bulb begins to open her eyes blearily. She looks around and then at the spider snake and has a crestfallen expression when she sees it, and then up and fearfully at the lot of you.
Uh-oh.
So-
Was that your pet?
She nods slowly and she looks down at herself. Says, "Oh, it matured too soon. How old am I? Or sorry, how old do I look?" Looks like she might be a late teen.
Anlo, how quickly do humans age?
Does she look human?
She looks
She
mostly
did.
human.
Human.
But you said her skin was green.
In her, yeah. So mostly, but she does have a greenish hue to her skin.
Okay, but her
She's
ears are not
unripe.
pointed?
No, hers aren't pointed. Are your always ears pointed in that portrait? They sure are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, and she has horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she does have the horns. That was me playing fun. Her ears should not be pointed. She's greenish to her skin. Like I said, she looks similar to the woman upstairs. Her fiery red hair is more dark and sort of muted reds now,
Okay.
and she looks younger than she did.
Okay, so Rana will tell her that. And also ask if this is if she's Erica.
Is this normal?
She says, "Yes, yes, I'm Erica. And must have died a few days ago."
Yeah.
You killed Gleffy.
Might have been less than a few days ago.
She indicates the snake.
Killed who?
Gleffy.
Sorry.
You talking about the big spider thing?
Yeah, she indicates the spider. Snake.
Ambrose points to his big bite mark that's inside of him. To be fair, it tried to eat me.
She nods.
So
Says, "Yes, she was very territorial. She seems sad at the loss, but not angry."
man, usually I feel good after killing a giant bug. Now I just kind of feel bad.
Yeah. Also, well, okay. You
She
don't have.
pulls one of she pulls one of the petals to cover herself and asks for a robe or cloth or anything.
Oh God.
Oh my
Sure.
god, she's
Yes.
not wearing
Yeah.
plant clothes?
Nude.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. The picture isn't? She's completely clothed.
I was
Yeah.
expecting
Otherwise-
at least kind of like a poison ivy, like some fig leaves or something. Yeah, Ambrose kind of tears off the top half of his kind of cloak and just kind of hurls it over to her.
Oh. Okay. And top half of his cloak.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of how I'm imagining if you look at the picture, Ambrose has kind of got like at the belt with just a set of pants, boots, and then the big flowy bit is just one big piece of like cloth. So you can just
Okay.
tear that off and throw it to her.
Johnny will reach into his bag of holding, pull out his travel cloak and say, "Here."
So she makes herself a little bit more presentable and less exposed, and says, "Can we go up, please?"
If we go upstairs, you will have access to your own wardrobe. Yes, absolutely.
are you ready to see that? Your own body like dead in your study?
She smiles meekly and says, "I didn't realize I died here."
Oh, so you
But
don't know
I'll
who
be okay.
killed you?
She shakes her head slowly. "No, my memories are all a day behind."
So this has
Oh.
happened before.
No, but that's how it was explained to me.
We can go up ahead of you and like throw a sheet over your old body or something if you'd like. If seeing that's going to cause some kind of existential clone dread.
Where is it?
Up in your study, second floor.
You
That's where
know,
you got all those fancy bookshelves.
says, "I just need to go to my room. I won't go into the study yet."
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So upstairs?
Yeah, but Rana will. Oh God. Rana's gonna have a hard time getting back up that ladder.
For the sake of movement, you can figure that out. I'll put everyone's tokens up there,
Here.
though.
Johnny
Wear
will
this
coax Rana up the
blindfold.
ladder. Johnny will say, Rana, you're going to be safe. Come on.
Okay, she'll follow.
I got you. Let's go. And Johnny will get her out of the basement.
Yeah, she'll go with him.
Okay, so she gets up to the bedroom, starts at the gnome in the bed, and really goes to the chest there at the foot of it and takes out some personal items, clothing, and will then sort of sit and resign herself to the fact that there's still a bunch of people that she doesn't know in her.
Johnny says, just bring the
Um,
cloak out when you're changed. He'll exit the room to the main portion of the house over here.
Oh.
Sorry, you're muted.
Althea will go over and rouse Tonist and dude, you're in the woman's bed. Come on.
I didn't think it was anyone's at this point.
We found the next iteration of her downstairs, so come on.
That's not confusing at all.
I know. I know. Since when has any of this made a whole lot of sense?
You know, I just kind of usually go with it, but this one's a little extra weird.
What's weird about a clone?
It's,
You're serious? Johnny, move. You're in the doorway, dude.
No, I'm not.
Thank you. Are you kidding me? Okay, I can't. The door
Alright.
keeps closing. I can't get out of
There
the
you
room.
no,
Thank
dang
you.
it!
Yeah, that's great. way to go, Mega.
You gave me the button to open and close doors. I'm going to use it.
hmm So we'll assume everyone exits. She changes, and then she joins you back in the main foyer, main living room area.
Okay.
Foyer, if you will.
Is there like a crowd of people outside? I have to assume that there is.
There are people outside. That is accurate. So I'll just move everyone. General area. Yeah, there's people outside. There some mostly here looking across and sort of in they're inquisitive, they're concerned, but they're also fearful.
We get a lot of that reaction.
Johnny will go retrieve his cloak.
Okay. Yeah, she brings it out. Hands are people back their clothing. So Ambrose and Johnny.
Yeah, and just kind of slings the robe over the back of his neck like a beach towel.
She looks about at the devastation bodies of the mantis creatures, and you see the
Oh, that's right. This isn't a wall anymore.
nope. It is melted
God.
down.
There's a
Nothing.
distinct lack of wall there now.
And she pulls up a chair and sits in it.
What's the last thing you remember? Anything at all?
She says, well, the last day I received. Oh, there's some. Okay, actually, 1 second. I need to respond to something first.
Okay.
Oh.
So actually, before this, as people exit the room, Rowan stays behind for a moment, and just a moment or two later, there's a sort of noise of surprise. Says, "Ah!" And then she says, "You've written in my book. Why?"
I did not write in the book, but this isn't the first time something of this nature has happened.
I don't know how to write.
I just think there's something peculiar with my bag.
What? She is taken aback, unsure what to make of that explanation, and says, "I suppose it's still usable, but..." She shakes her head, not really believing Rowan, and merely thanks him.
What does
Okay.
it say?
Oh, Roy was here.
She sort of drops the book down in her hand so that you can see the writing. It says the notes written in the margins of her, presumably her writing, in her spell book, says something to the effect of a curious spell involving the willing forfeiture of one's own will.
Huh. Okay. What's the
Ew.
spell?
I mean, it's written in her own writing, so she can't really read it. Her particular notation for spellcraft. If you ask her, I'm not sure if that was you asking her or
Yeah,
you
she'll
asking what.
ask her.
She says that it's a phase spell of hospitality.
Rana grimaces a little bit at that. You want to be careful with those.
Is Fey hospitality a bad thing?
It's less.
It's not a good thing.
Deals
can
with
be a
the
tricky thing.
Fae. Yeah, tricky. Deals with the Fae tend to not be as good as they sound for
If you like to
the
continue
mortal.
being referred to as Ambrose, don't do them.
Okay, so then after that, she changes, comes out, hands and coat back, or tunic, and Johnny's traveling cloak, and then goes and sits at the table, sort of looking around in defeat. She was asked what she last remembered, and she will say, "Well, the night before, I was preparing to meet with a mutual acquaintance, a halfling named Prusika. She had a unusual problem with some fae that she wanted to consult with me for."
And we don't know how long ago that was?
She asked what day it is. We don't really have a calendar, so we'll just say it's like Thursday, and she'll say that the last she remembered was Sunday, so 4 days previous.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just based on how much the food is molded, does that coincide with the whole 4 days thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's not like totally just a pile of mold.
Sure.
And some vegetables and fruits have fared much better than others. The apples look pristine, that sort of thing.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Had
Does
Go ahead.
why are you here? And who are you people? And why did you come to the basement? Did you take anything else?
A lot of damage.
Rowan wasn't there to watch a library get shoved into a bag.
I was gonna say Rana glances at Althea and Johnny, but doesn't necessarily say anything.
What are you looking at me for?
Because
You
we
murdered your pet centipede.
because we pulled the books.
She
Oh,
arches an
those
eyebrow and
books.
says, "Centipede?"
Hmm.
There was
Uh,
I mean, I see these
Yeah.
mantis things.
Johnny, at the question, Johnny will, thank you for the reminder because I had completely forgotten about that, by the way. At the question, Johnny will set down his bag and start
Bag.
pulling out books and say, yes, since you were, for all intents and purposes, dead, we were salvaging your library so that the knowledge could live on and help others.
Okay.
And he starts pulling out the books.
It's a
She watches
really
in
good way to call stealing.
she watches in wide-eyed curiosity as ever more books are pulled out of the bag.
Mhm.
Her eyes just get wider and wider.
Pull out a tricycle. Oh, nope, that stays in the bag.
have an Austin Powers behind the curtain type thing.
Exactly. Pull out a couple of fembots.
Mm-hmm.
And
I could
make sure, pull out her the bulk of her mystic library that was all around her. Said, here you go. This is everything. As I said,
It's gonna take some time to get back upstairs.
I
But
can
thank
help
you
you with
for
that.
returning it.
Always put them back into the bag and then
I
take
had
them upstairs
yeah,
instead.
Johnny says, I can put them back in the bag, take them upstairs and unload them for you.
Please, if
Can
you
do.
don't mind.
Why would I mind my own idea? He puts them back in the bag. Then-
Brother Patrol, from the Temple of the Stalwart, sent us your direction based on a question that I had about a spellcaster being able to see through the eyes of someone whom he has blinded. Your name was one of a couple of references given to us. That's why we're here.
Just so you know, I gotta step away for just a minute. So that's what Johnny will be doing for the next couple rounds, I suppose. All right.
Yep.
Right back.
She muses type of clairvoyance, perhaps. Is there more to the spell than the blinding?
Althea looks over at Rana.
Yeah. Rana
Would
looks
you care to elaborate?
Rana looks a little stony, I suppose, but says that a spellcaster stole the eyes and the person that was blinded can see still, but not where he is.
I'm out. So his eyeballs are gone? Because I
No.
don't think I ever picked up on that.
No. The eyeballs are there. The pupils are gone. The
And
irises.
the irises.
Oh.
So it's just the white.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I got that. In any case, continue, carry on.
Yeah, so Rana will describe what it looks like. And yeah. That he can still see, but just in somewhere else.
She nods, and that sounds like powerful magics. Um,
I am back in case you need me for anything.
she says, I have heard of some of the greater Fae able to cast spells of that nature, but to see through the location of the original victim, shakes her head. I, outside of other more available magics, that seems unlikely.
Okay.
Could be quite the anchor for divination spells, though, as you always have access to some form of the creature, of the person in question.
Just let me know when I'm back downstairs again. I just put myself over by the ladder.
Naturally.
I'm not sure I understand, but then I'm not as familiar with divination as some other people in our party. So I will let them puzzle that one out.
I think it means that Mask can scry with them.
Having an object belonging to a person makes it easier to cast certain divinations to observe that person's surroundings. If you have part of their body, it's even easier.
Erica
So
nods. And
normally it would be something like some hair or a fingernail, maybe some blood. In this case, it's eyes or the pupils.
So with that focus, it is possible that the victim's surroundings can be scried.
she
Am I
nods and
understanding
says,
that correctly?
just as any other location can be, though much greater chance of success due to the bond that was formed.
Well, since we're asking questions of those nature, what do you make of this? She pulls off her gauntlet, shows Erica the brand.
Okay. She says it's a brand of some sort. I'm not too familiar. Where is this from?
My ex.
To put it bluntly, as a matter of fact. Yes, from a demon whose powers I was not completely informed as to the extent of.
Demons.
I was far too trusting.
She gave some of the same sort of typical warnings about bargaining with demons. No new insights really. Do you have any specific questions for her?
I am sorry that we killed your guardian, I suppose. We did not know what we were dealing with here, and we had already been attacked by extremely large insectile things.
He looks at the mantis near the front door and nods. Yes. Not a typical pet one sees in a home.
Are these all your pets, including that giant thing that was outside?
She again is kind of confused. Just Gleshy. I'm not sure where these came from. Presumably, whoever attacked me.
Do you know anyone else who dabbles specifically in this form of magic?
She says no.
And what do you know of Mask?
I've heard rumors. Powerful spellcaster attempting to gain godhood.
Has he or have any of his adherents approached you about joining them?
No, I've never met the man. No one purporting to be his followers have come.
Have you met the individual named Cadre?
She said no.
Seems like this is a tangent and a waste of time. My apologies.
Rana will try to describe the wound that they saw in or ask her if Erica knows anything about the mages being attacked, or like if had she heard about that.
Yes, and perhaps I should have taken it more seriously.
So then Rana will like describe the wounds that they saw. It's like I'm guessing you don't necessarily want to go look. You can if you want, but she'll try to describe the wounds that they saw and see if Erica can make heads or tails of that. Give him any clues.
She says that it's they sound unusual, not anything she's had experience with. When she's ready, though, she'll look at her own body and try to figure out what happened.
Okay.
Well, your body's been laid out, given last rites, and tended to as best we could, given the situation.
She nods and says, "Fortunately, it sounds like those were premature."
Happily,
Yeah, do last rites
John
count
looks
if
at her
they
and says,
found that you're
"Happily
alive?
premature. I am glad that you are well."
When she dies again,
More like last wrongs.
Oh my
Go,
gosh.
go
Well,
stand in the corner and play with your liger.
That's good.
Can Rana hear the conversation that Tonus is having?
I mean, is Rana trying to, or is Rana attention to Erica?
She's got it's a little bit it's a little split. So she's paying attention to Erica, but she's also paying attention to what's going on out here, just to make sure that they don't get jumped.
Yeah, so you hear bits and pieces, but if you're mostly
Okay, mostly
Ruby
I'm
here.
wondering if she catches the word halfling.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, because Erica said that she was waiting for a halfling to come, right?
Yeah.
So then Rana will try to piece that together. So she'll like try to beckon Erica and try to get Tonist and the lady's attention, ask about the halfling and the strange lights.
Okay.
So can you remind me, who was the halfling that said he needed help? He, she, they?
So, mage called Prusica.
A mage called Persica. Okay. What do they look like?
I've never met her. She was referred to me through a mutual acquaintance. Supposedly had some issue with Faye that due to my speciality. She wanted to speak.
Can I ask the lady if the halfling was female? Wait, have we gotten heads or tails on gender? The
She
halfling.
says
Oh, she did. You just said that.
Blood on her mouth, yeah.
inside
Okay.
Erica casts prestidigitation and begins tidying things up.
Wait, do I remember there being bite marks on Erica's body?
There were not. There was a hole in her chest which had blood which had dried around it. The opening, that is.
So, has the joke already been made about a vampire with a metal straw?
I think so.
Yes.
It's seeming much more likely.
So those bite marks weren't there before?
There weren't any.
There weren't any. There was a
never were.
hole.
Are there bite marks now?
You would have to double check, but I'm going to tell you no.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood.
He was asking about it. He wanted to clarify because, I mean, everyone's telling him. Everyone's mind probably goes to one very specific type of creature.
Pale,
Um.
dark clothes and blood, yeah.
Oh, Rana will ask Erica. Like, I know mutual acquaintances trying to protect privacy and everything, but like, it kind of sounds like this halfling is the one that attacked you, or might be. So who's this mutual acquaintance?
She nods and sort of chuckles, saying, "Yes, I intended to follow that myself. The sage, my friend is a sage named Timon. We sometimes work together."
Okay. So you trust this sage?
Yes, yeah, we've known each other for many years.
So it's
He
do you
went
think
into the Feywild with me, actually.
Rana's eyes will widen a little bit at that. So it's unlikely that he betrayed you.
It is impossible.
Okay, good to know. Do you mind if we go talk to him?
Very matter-of-factly. No, not at all. He... 1 second. Let me pull up a map.
While he's doing that, I implore all of you to look up what the wondrous item Hat of Vermin is and does.
No,
Uh,
that sounds like
I
something
need one immediately.
I do not want
No,
to
it's
look at.
you do. It's
Hat of
very
Vermin.
funny.
Nice.
I like this cloak of billowing, though.
Yes, I needs me one of thems.
The Hat of Vermin has 3 charges per day. You can use one to summon a bat, a frog, or a rat in the hat, and it uses all of its action and movement to try and get away from you as quickly as possible. That is the entire item.
From Xanathar's Guide to Everything, so this is an expansion item too.
She says...
Yes, I'm reading Xanathar's right now.
Actually, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, and I'll tell you what she says. Actually, I'll tell you now, so you can decide what if you want to do anything about it. She says Timon lives near Champion Park on Park Street.
Okay. And Rana will make sure to get directions. Like more specific, like what's the house look like, that sort of thing.
Do you think that this Tyon guy is a punctual fellow?
Haha, because
There's
time.
a joke here that I'm trying to figure out.
I'm gonna be on time is all I'm asking.
On time for what?
I don't know.
Tea party. Through the reading of Xanathars, I may have a solution to Papa Rana, by the way. Whose
Okay.
name I have forgotten.
Sauron.
Has the idea of just fully removing his eyes ever been brought up?
I've returned, and that sounds horrifying, whatever
That
it
does
is.
sound horrifying. No.
Scooping.
What?
mean,
So you can regenerate them?
I can give him a fake one that works like a real one.
Gonna
Which
give him
would-
robot eyes?
It was basically a robot eye. Which would restore his vision, plus possibly remove the scrying effect if it is in fact part of the eyeballs that he currently has in his head.
We're not using a melon baller on her father's eyes. No.
I would.
Well, it depends on the size of the eye.
I could use an ice cream scoop.
No.
Wow.
I don't think he's anime enough for that.
My intent is to recover my father's eyes, if at all possible. We will explore that option if his sight cannot be restored. Thank you. Oh gosh.
You get some grim friends.
I'm just trying to. I'm a.
Johnny actually looks over at Ron and says, "You have some grim friends."
It's problem solving.
It is. I'm giving solutions. You can say yes or no.
Yeah, no, it is a solution. It's not it is a
He's
solution.
an engineer. He fixes problems.
Yeah.
I'm a fixer. Oh, interesting.
Okay, so we've got a description on this halfling then. That's good. I wonder if that skeleton monster will take her out. Probably not. Oh, wait, can we ask the lady or the girl, was she the... Hold on. Can vampires walk around in daylight? They can't, right? In D&D?
The girl says, "I don't know anything about vampires." No.
As long as they're covered,
yeah,
I think I can.
the general lore is that they cannot.
So she'll ask the girl what time she saw the halfling.
So it was close to midnight.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, this is definitely sounding more and more like a vampire. Though that might be a ruse. To throw people off her trail. I don't know.
Ruse pyre.
Don't
Okay.
be a Nosferatu. Be a Yesferatu.
What about a werepire? He can, under a full moon, he turns into a human.
God.
Under the full moon, I am just a guy.
Normally, I'm a sick ass vampire, but right now I'm just doing my taxes.
The son of a minotaur and a mermaid, just a normal looking guy. It's the human parts of both.
Could work with a centaur as well.
Yeah, it would.
Oh yeah, we I posted those
Yeah, you
pictures.
sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, we've had
we
this
don't need to-
conversation
yeah, we don't need
before.
to see those again.
I still
Please
need to
don't.
know how a centaur wears pants. Like, we
He
don't need to get
wears
into it,
no
but
pants.
it plagues me on a daily
I always
basis.
thought of centaurs more of like kilt people.
You're kilting me, man.
Well, now I have to figure out how does that work? How does the where does the kilt
Very
attach?
big kilt.
Oh, so it's
Yes.
like that weird like drape thing they put over horses.
Goes in for dressage.
The
Okay.
horses crip walking.
Okay. Can we follow up on the strange lights? Like what kind of strange lights?
The kind where giant bugs make happen.
Flashes of greens and purples, brilliant white, blues.
Ambrose, you do flashy lights. Does that sound familiar?
Well, I'm also going to relate that to Erica and see if that sounds like her magic or anything Fey-like, or I don't know.
Says I have a variation on a hypnotic pattern that could work.
So like a Tosh's hypnotic pattern.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, we're glad you're, I don't know, alive. Alive. I was gonna say safe. You might still not be safe. I don't know if this halfling is going to decide to come back if she finds out you're alive again. So,
bring her with us?
do you want to come with us to go chat with your buddy Timon?
She considers for a moment and then she nods and says that she wants to grab a few things.
Okay.
She turns to Rowan and says, "Did you happen to find my wand with the spell book?"
Oh, he had handed that back to her at the same time.
Oh,
I had specified that.
oh, sure did. And I don't know, I missed it 3 times apparently. Okay, so yeah, she takes back. She goes into her room and you hear some moving around and
Where's that skull that was in here?
she actually was just about to bring that up. But you hear her close the trap door and shutter the window. As she exits, she closes and locks her door.
It might not do so good with the hole in the wall.
Yeah, well, the door to her bedroom.
Yeah.
She says, "It's strange. My Byanga skull is gone. Would have used it to augur the future meeting with this halfling."
Rana looks at Gaz.
Who
He's
is
outside.
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 He's just leaning against. Yeah, he's leaning against the wall outside.
Oh, sorry. On my screen, he's like chilling here.
Huh? That's odd.
My connection is not good. My mom
Yeah.
told me they had good internet, and I don't think she knows what good internet is.
Yes, I'm convinced she does not.
Yeah. Well, I'll figure it out for next week. But anyway. Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
She says, "Yes, I'm ready to go to Timon."
okay. Well, at the very least, we can escort her there, yes? I know some of us are getting tired, so we probably want to take a break soon.
Some kind of rest would be nice.
I mean, You can kind of short rest here. Yeah, you can get off a
Oh.
short rest, just a few more, just a little bit more, anyways. So if you wanted to take a little bit longer and do a full rest, or sorry, a short rest, that's reasonable.
Okay. I'm not super low on health, but I could use a hit. Sure, I could use a hit dice. How do I do
Spell
that?
slots don't regen for some of us on our short rest.
Yep.
I know.
With strength not quite fitting her frame, she pulls the mantis creatures out and throws them in the pond.
Oh,
There goes your snack, Ambrose.
I was about to say there's no distinct lack of snack.
Oh, and it just automatically adds it for you. That's so cool. What do you mean 0 available? I'm confused.
I am also going to use some hit dice.
Why does it say D8 0 available, D10 8 available?
Because you're a cleric and a ranger.
So you only have one cleric hit die to roll on short rests, and the rest are your ranger ones.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to use all of my hit die.
It's
Probably.
yeah, it's only letting me use 9 or none. So this is kind of not cool.
I have 8 of them, so
Yeah, I have D8 9 available. When I hit the drop down, it just says the same thing.
Yeah,
there
just
we go.
the minus.
One at a time.
it did not roll my
Okay,
die.
I hope this
Yeah,
isn't
there's a little cog at the top right of the hit
Yeah.
die box that you can
Yeah.
use.
Oh.
Okay.
Subtract out so that you only use as many as you want to use, and then hit the roll button.
I wanted to roll all of those.
That's not what I wanted it to do. POS.
Every time it adds you 3 every time.
Oh, I guess this makes it easier for me to just roll them until I am done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
you can also
Okay.
do that.
Okay, I only use half of them. Thanks. Thanks, Forge.
Cool.
Right.
I guess Gaz can do one. Womp womp. He's good.
Blows goats, but okay, I'm done.
Miron will sit there and play with the little piece of silver string.
Trader
Ambrose
dog.
is going to reaffix his kind of tunic-y thing going on.
Fair. Okay. Much of the crowd has dispersed, but there's quite a few cheers. Well, not cheers, but townsfolk who are happy when Erica emerges and glad that she's all right. Some mentioning things like that she helped them with some sickness or other, or the young woman that approached Honus, how she helped her carry her baby to term and things like that. So she seems well liked in her neighborhood. After everyone has exited the house, she turns, closes the door, and locks it, and then looks to the right where the wall used to be and just sort of shakes her head, and then turns to head out.
Cool. So
What was it?
I said cool.
Ah, all right. Half your wall is gone. Cool.
Well, no, cool as in all right. We like let's go.
So it takes a good. Ooh. So you guys walk through the city, probably another mile and a half or so, to get over towards the park, which takes up quite a bit of space in the southeast portion of the city.
Is this going to prevent us from getting back to our hostess's home before nightfall?
So it's probably about 3:30. You're gonna be walking about half hour right now. So it's
Oh,
gonna
we
be
got
about
time.
4 when you get there. Nightfall around 6 o'clock.
Also, we haven't mentioned it yet, but Erica was invited to dinner.
Oh yeah.
That is accurate. So she basically leads the group to a row of buildings that are set along the greenery of the park, and to one of the it's definitely one of the wealthier areas of the city based on what you've seen so far, and approach doors. Um, a few moments later, maybe half a minute or so, a very old, long bearded man will answer the door. He looks in mild surprise and says, "Erica, what are you?" And then looks past at everyone else and says, "What brings you to my doorstep?" And she briefly explains uh, that you, or that she and a lot of you are there to find out more about this halfling Prusika. He takes it all in while clearly looking over her features in amazement. She does not look human anymore, or fully human at least. And after the explanation, he will welcome everyone in, um, asking what all your names are. And of course, Erica introduced him as Timon.
Rowan introduces himself as such.
Yeah, Rana will introduce herself. She'll tell him her name.
Althea Elsmar.
Okay. Does Johnny
Yep.
give his name?
Yep, Johnny
Does
says, yep, Johnny gives his name.
Does Ambrose give his name?
Hello, Mr. Timon. I am the. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, he says Ambrose.
Erica was about to be like, "What the fuck?" And does Tonus give his name?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Welcomes you into a rather, as I said, this is a wealthier area of the city, and his is no exception. It's not an outward appearance lies in a ruin sort of thing. It's a very large and spacious home with luxurious looking furniture and portraits on the walls. He gathers everyone into a kind of study slash dining, not dining. What do they call those? And we'll just go with study.
Parlor?
And what was that?
Parlor?
I can't hear you. You sound very far away.
Hello?
Hello.
Parlor?
Parlor.
That's better.
Okay, parlor?
Yes, that's a great word.
Okay.
Tea room.
There's a billiards table. No.
Haha.
Sits everyone down, or at least invites everyone to sit. Gaz had just walked in without saying his name, and just stands in the corner. And yeah, he once everyone is settled in a bit, he says, "What? How can I help you?"
Well, we're just wondering what you know about is it Prusika?
Jessica.
Okay.
Says he furrows his brow and says, "She's an odd sort. She said that there were some satyrs that were cursing her and causing her to be physically ill. This is the edge of the forest, mind you, and she needed help with finding out how to satisfy their ennui. She seemed very, as I said, she said she was ill, and she seemed it. Very weak, frail thing. Looked like she hadn't slept in days.
Okay. You have heard about the killing of the mages, yes? The what was the word you used? The one that meant no guild?
Yes, she's a hedge mage herself.
Not only mages, but halflings.
No, something else is targeting halflings.
Putting them to Capri
Well,
Sun free
Would
drinks.
it be another halfling?
The thing that was targeting the other halflings was like a skeleton creature. We thought.
Yeah.
Or, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Possibly. And the halflings are found burnt to a crisp.
Ooh.
They're real crispy critters afterwards.
But most of us weren't there for that conversation,
Oh, sorry. Yep, you right.
including Rana.
Yeah, sorry.
He says, yes, I've heard, and urged her to visit in the daytime and make sure that she, people knew where she was and
And what?
not to go alone.
Oh, okay.
Being from outside the city, I wasn't sure if she had heard of the victims of this mage killer.
Well, it seems that she visited Erica at like midnight
Oh,
and might be the killer herself.
he's concerned and abashed. Is that why he looks to Erica in her new form before continuing? I feel awful. How? I'm just at a loss for words.
Rana will give him a moment and then ask if he knows anything that could help them find Prusica.
See, he says that his understanding was that she lived near the forest, but that may have been a ruse if he was just trying to target, or if she was just trying to target. Seems to search his mind, casting his thoughts here and there. Says, oh, she said that it was part of her particular forte, ballywick, if you will, but she had a multitude of insects with her. Small, seemed to follow her. I didn't care for the things, squashed a few after she left, but even afterwards, there was a heightened activity of these creatures, these arthropods.
Okay. Well, so she'll look to the party. It's like, I suppose if we want to continue pursuing this, and maybe do something about her, we could ask around for our incidents with like more insects. Yeah, is what I'm thinking. And then also maybe go, not today, but go check wherever it is she said she lived next to the forest. That's again
Yep,
if we want to pursue this. Uh,
He says, let's see if everyone is more or less there. He says this area sorry, this area right here is where Pruska claimed she lived.
okay, that's
Oh,
like
okay.
that's at least kind of close to like the city. So that shouldn't be too
Yeah.
difficult to check out. I'm gonna guess we don't
Only
have
about-
time to check it out today, though. Yes.
I mean,
Unlikely.
technically, yes,
To be back.
but not before nightfall.
Right. Yes, before nightfall is what I'm thinking. Okay. That's all I got. Rana will thank him for his help. And also, maybe recommend he keep an eye on Erica. Because
So
people
this-
know that she's alive.
Yes, I plan to invite her to stay. And he looks to her and they make arrangements. She's gonna stay there and for the mutual safety of them. It a mage, but with some of his wealth has maybe better protection than someone by themselves in their own home, which has a melted wall.
Right.
Good call.
Oh, and then Rana will also make sure Erica, and I'm sure Timon, the invitation could be extended, but Rana will make sure that Erica knows that she's invited to dinner.
To the meat house.
Yeah.
She laughs.
You cut out.
Must decline. She laughs heartily and says that Mishoda invites her every few months, but she's going to decline. She's heard some indelicate things about Lady Mishoda.
Like what?
Just her behavior.
Like what? She's not afraid to experiment, that's for sure.
That she is invasive and difficult to get along with
Interesting.
because of it.
First one, yes.
Yeah, she's definitely curious and not doesn't observe personal boundaries necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fair.
Sounds like the party.
Okay, so what do you do next?
How much time do we have left before sundown?
Maybe an hour and a half.
So probably
you-
not enough time to get back up to that temple and see if that guy is still there.
Probably not. No.
Okay.
It'd probably take most of that time just to get back to Lady Mishoda's house.
Oh, well then.
Might be able to stop by the Kyron's house if you need to for any
Oh yeah, because Althea
spare
wants her
weaponry that has
halberd.
anything. If you want to.
That needs a giant pig sticker.
It'll make me a lot more effective.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, so is that cool with everybody then? Just head back?
Sure.
Sure.
I'm good.
Where are we presently?
At the bug house.
Just south
Right there.
of that park. 112.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And you're gonna go here.
But we're stopping by
Okay, cool.
Chiron's house first.
Which is like here.
Yeah.
Right before
Oh.
on preparing to depart, Timon will extend an invitation for any of you to return. I mean, it seems they spoke a bit in their term, and obviously Erica gave more details about what she remembers from coming out of the flower to that point. And in gratitude, he extends the offer for any of you to return whenever you need to know anything, and he'll try to find out.
Oh, sweet.
They don't
Thanks,
call him
bud.
Sage for nothing.
Sage of what?
Sort
Oh
of
God, Rana, you're just gonna ask.
gestures outward, sort of like an everything sort of motion.
I mean, if he's offering, there's a couple of things that they could like Althea's brand, how to get rid of that.
My
Tharon-
brand.
Tharon's eyes, how to fix that. What else? Mostly those two. Was there something else? Oh, ask him if he knows what's going on with Cadre and the golem things, and she'll describe like how they only ever show pain when a golem dies. So those three things, she'll give him the lowdown.
All right. He's gonna need a few days, but he will try to find out. He says return in a week.
Rowan will throw in that he is interested in information about the creation of the whirl.
Okay. Yeah, he'll look into that as well for you. Anything else?
I don't intend to be here for a week. We have other things to deal with too.
Well, I mean, not here as in like, wait, here as in Three Rivers?
Yes, that's what he said. Come back in a week. We have things to do. There's a war brewing.
Not my war.
I might be able to send someone to pick up the information in our stead. I've got family in the city.
Okay.
But that's a good point. I feel like there was one more. Oh, how a non-elf might use an elven artifact. And maybe possible ways to steal and trap souls.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right. Can you write this down?
Oh, am I writing this
Just gonna
down?
Put it in. Yeah, put it in a chat so I can have all the topics.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Things we're
Yeah.
asking Sage. Okay. No, not Sage. The Sage.
I'm
Timon.
right here. Yeah. What you want?
Timon. Sage. Okay. Cadre. Golem things. Althea's brand. And how to get rid of it.
Althea's brand sounds like a marketing ploy.
Oh. And how to fix that.
Are you tired of your halberds not being cold enough? Try Althea's brand.
Shop Fury Paladin. Go.
Jacob, I have a question for you as the DM.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it in my character sheet, but I did collect that like soul crystal from the Underdark. Do I still have that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and add that into the loot section.
How to the
The
loot?
soul crystal?
I have a soul crystal.
All right.
It gives him an extra a bonus when he's doing R&B music. At least somebody got the joke. Thank you.
That was good.
I laughed, but I don't think my mic picked it up.
Okay.
My jokes have been decided to hit and miss today. So thank you guys.
We've had some weird references today.
Most of them from me. Sorry about that.
All good.
Okay.
Well, it's what you get when you get a player who's like 98 years old.
That's what you get.
That's
Okay.
fair.
There you go.
And you gobble down.
Let me know if I
sweets.
missed anything.
Well, that's 5 things. So. Unless I count Althea's brand and how to get rid of it as 2. And then there. Sauron's eyes and how to fix them, that's also 2. So you got like 7, 8 things here.
All right, fine.
So it's gonna have to start charging. Anyways. You go to pick it up and you thought, all right, that'll be 43,000 gold pieces.
Okay. When they stop by Chiron's house
uh,
to get Althea's halberd, is Tharon and Alcara still there?
They are, yeah.
Okay,
They're
then
going to stay in the city for a little bit longer.
Okay.
And
Rana will make sure that she'll ask Althea for the sending stone and then make sure to give one to Tharon.
Okay.
Since that was what they were originally made for.
Fair.
If that's cool with Althea?
Fine with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at this
and-
map, and number 95 looks like an alternative lifestyle establishment.
What's up?
Nothing.
He's commenting on number 95.
Number 95. What's 95? 95.
Uh,
Oh.
Okay, so as you're returning to Lady Michaud's house, it is getting darker. It's not quite night, but that twilight before the sun is fully down. It's got the best passive. Probably Rana, maybe?
There's this, let's use Johnny's butterflies.
Or
Which passive are you checking?
perception. Yeah, looks like.
Mine's
Uh,
mine's a 16.
17.
As you're walking down the
That's
lane,
a crispy 11.
Rana, Rowan, and Tona's spot first. Towards the end of the lane, it's getting towards that twilight, sort of darker part of night, and you can see, or it's getting harder to see because of the dim light. But one of the homes at the roof, almost pitch black, if not pitch black.
Like
And
no light is hitting it.
it's almost
Is it a darkness spell?
it'd be a perfect sphere of inky blackness.
Yeah, so a darkness spell. Would Rana know that?
Oh, Rowan would.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So she'll alert the party that there's probably something hiding in that. Seems likely.
Oh, shit.
There's a sphere of black darkness up there.
Yeah, and once they point it out, it's pretty easy to spot, juxtaposed by the dim but not pitch black dark sky of the other roofs.
Now, I was
Do we
raised
have
in a
to pass?
cave, so I'm not all that knowledgeable about science. I don't think light is supposed to do that.
Do we have to go past it, or can we reroute to avoid it?
Michaud's home is at the end of the cul-de-sac. This one is pretty close to that, so you'd be passing nearby.
Fantastic.
Johnny, can you
This-
cast light?
Okay. I can dispel it.
Could shoot at it.
Does that
I
take one of your blessings?
Yes.
Then maybe save it just in case we get attacked.
All right, then Johnny will. Not gonna do that.
You
Yeah,
can
Johnny
you
will
can dispel it if you want. It's just that's a her suggestion.
No. She was gonna say cast light. Johnny will reach out to touch the brooch that he crafted for her and cast light on the brooch. There you go. Light.
Aw.
White is cute.
Jacob,
Let's
a
target
few
on
sessions
the-
back, I requested if I could create a lantern of revealing. Have I done that?
Was that the conversation we had in private?
I mentioned
After
it
last-
in that, but I also mentioned it during a session one time, like 2 sessions ago, I think.
Just using your
Artificial or the create magic item.
Or what did you said
many-
about that?
how many of those can you have at this point? Is it
Let me. I can have 6 infusions.
But how many?
I can
active?
only attune to like 3 things. Let me check 1 second.
This
Does
is
Liger
the-
count as the thing you have to
No.
attune to, or is that just
No.
he's just a robot?
I'm
Okay.
technically not attuned to anything currently. I don't think.
This is
It's
the create
infu-
magic item infusion.
Yeah. We are level 9,
9.
right?
At 9?
Level 9, I know 6 infusions. I can have 3 infused items, but those don't count as the items that I create. Those are separate, I believe.
No, that would be an infused item. That'd be things you make with that feature. They aren't necessarily attuned, but they're the infused items.
So I have my gloves.
The sending stone.
I never made that.
Uh,
I never needed me to.
That's how we have it.
it was handed off at the end of the last campaign.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay, so 2. So I have a third. I have a remaining one that's being unused currently.
Okay, then yeah, you can use it. You can make it. I mean, you could have done it at the end of the last. It's a long rest. We'll say you could have done it in the morning. Yeah.
Cool. I'll just
So, yeah.
whip out my Lantern of Revealing then. It's the same thing that you gave us in that other campaign, the anti-darkness lantern,
Mm,
which is
not,
like
not quite.
the anti-magical darkness lantern.
The other one was a darkness
Lantern
lantern.
of anti-revealing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So 30-foot bright. Okay, so you beam it down towards the.
Wait, it doesn't actually do what I thought it did.
Yeah, it's not going to
I
break.
want it
the
either
dark-
way.
It doesn't reveal anything.
What did I just do? Oh no. Ooh, that's fine.
So nothing invisible was shown in its light.
Does the light do anything when it hits the house?
No. I mean, it stops, but yeah, it's like just shining bright light down the lane. You see what you would normally have seen in normal day. Nothing unusual other than that globe of darkness.
Does it penetrate the darkness? Sorry, I just got back.
What was the question?
It does not. She's asking if it penetrates the darkness. It does
No.
not.
Is it supposed to be able to do that?
Nope.
Okay.
Why could I not edit?
So I guess
Ron will cast a light.
Okay.
Since it'd be getting that time.
we keep going, but like keep an eye on the darkness. Does anybody want to cast magic missile?
Good question.
I could
No,
Just
it was a
magic
joke.
missile.
mean
It's a joke.
Yeah. I got the
I'm
joke.
just
I know you
saying,
did, but Ambrose.
if something
I'm
is
making sure
encircled
Ambrose.
in magical darkness, usually good things don't do that. I know that's kind of the pot calling the kettle coming from me, but like I could shoot it and give a little pew pew.
Pop in that 5-minute stops.
Do we really want to shoot them on the roof and why don't we just walk past it? If it leaves us unmolested, great.
Sure, we can do that.
Ooh.
That was going to
Sounds
be
like a plan.
Rana's. That was going to be Rana's suggestion. But
Yeah.
you know, maybe ready your pew pew, Ambrose, if something jumps out at us.
Ambrose readies his Eldritch Blasts. He's got like one in each hand, kind of juggling like Fushigis.
So you continue down the lane, keeping an eye on the globe, and presumably around it as well. Nothing
Mhm.
surprising jumps out. Nothing shoots out acid or lightning or any of the other damage types. And you arrive at the front door of the Michaud house.
Okay.
See if Lady Michaud wants to step out and have a look at this phenomenon, or if she already knows it's there.
She'd probably dispel it. Use one of her spell slots.
That's nice.
She might not. I
She's
don't
an
know.
NPC, so she doesn't count as having any. No. So
Ugh.
do you? All right. So you're at our front door.
Yeah, so we'll knock.
Okay.
You guys want to go fetch her? I can keep an eye on the orb.
Sure. We'll go get her and point it out and
She's in the front foyer still. So Davos answers and upon seeing you, gestures for you to enter, looking down his nose, even at the ones taller than him, and says, "Welcome back."
Punch him in the stomach.
Michaud is there at her desk, writing some notes on, presumably about the duck still.
Is her ladyship aware of the orb of blackness on her neighbor's house?
She peaks. Her interest is piqued at that, and she says, "What? Where?" And she comes to the front door and looks out. Sure, it gets pointed out pretty quickly.
Yes.
Ambrose still has the two Eldritch Blasts kind of aimed at it.
You see who cast it? What's under there?
We have no idea.
We were just walking at. I mean, my lady, simply returning from our daily errands, and as we passed, we found this orb of blackness, some kind of sphere of darkness, if you will. We were wondering if you perchance had any
She
knowledge of
speaks
how
a
it
single
came to
word
be.
and gestures, and the orb of darkness dissipates, blinking out of existence, just as though it was never there. Make perception
shit.
checks.
ooh.
I'll just use my passive. No, I'll roll. I don't it's not to roll, I suppose.
I will use inspiration. Why not?
I don't have
Nice.
I
inspiration.
forget to every other session.
Hey, not terrible.
Hey. Is this perception? It is. I
I
have
love how
perception in my
funkalicious my
hotbar.
dice look.
I also do, but I wanted to use advantage easily.
Right.
I saw things real good, apparently.
We got a couple of us that were really looking.
Is anyone there?
Yes?
Nope.
So it got dead quiet.
Yeah, I know. It's happened to me a couple times. I'm like, oh no, did my internet finally crap out? Just
I
waiting
think it's
for it to
think it's
happen.
mathing.
Is the internet dying, or are we just bad podcasters?
Are we just bad podcasters?
No, dead air.
Oh gosh.
Can confirm, as someone who's working at a radio station, dead air is the number one thing you want to avoid.
Yeah.
All content is good content.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, three of you spot something interesting, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Michaud looks where the globe was and shrugs as there doesn't seem to be anything there, and heads back inside.
Huh.
Can we tell what size creature it is?
Medium.
Or halflings, medium?
Or
Do
really
people
far
get
away
whispers?
and terrifyingly low. Yeah, medium.
Oh.
So bigger than a halfling.
Yes.
Perhaps the fabled fulling.
That's a human.
Oh.
Or maybe a
Okay.
type of dragon? No, that's lung. Right? I don't know.
Oh.
Ling dragon. Mm,
I don't know. Okay.
something from Final
Rana,
Okay, I'm done
It
with
seems like a bad idea on its part to hide, if it was trying to hide, in a very noticeable orb of darkness.
which way did it go?
West.
So Rana,
Or
like,
this is
when Rana
maybe that's
sees
east.
it,
Yeah, east. Sorry.
when Rana sees it, she'll try
In
to
the
point
direction.
it. Yeah, she'll point at it. Like, look there.
Okay.
Probably not in time for anybody else to see it. but-
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Anyone that looks where she was pointing that didn't
Ambrose
notice
fires
just
one of
sees the
the
roof
eldritch blasts where Ron was pointing.
At the
from
roof.
Zacro.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, that,
Hit the
that
roof.
fits.
You don't hit anything, which fortunately includes the roof, as the Eldritch Blast goes past the uppermost part and into the sky. But Michaud, who was headed back towards her desk, quickly turns and rushes over to Ambrose. Oh my gosh, that was great! Do it again! Do it!
If you insist, and I just fire the other eldritch blast just straight up into the air.
She is very excited about that and decides that, she doesn't mention anything regarding your inability to cast spells earlier in the day, but says, "Can you show something else for me? Well, who was your patron again?"
Well, as I mentioned before, his name is very long and complicated, but in the human tongue, I suppose probably the closest you could get would be Urath.
Ulath.
That's pretty short.
Urath. It's a nickname.
Wait, is he
She
getting?
smiles broadly and quickly jots it down, spelling it thusly.
Is he mispronouncing it? I can't tell.
No, I'm pronouncing it correctly. I've just got the funny accent on.
Right?
Oh, so
Have
she
you ever seen that?
mishears?
I heard an L in there. I don't know. I'm going with it.
Okay.
Well, many names, whatever. What does she ask?
She asked you to describe if you've seen it.
Oh,
Sometimes it looks like a
I've
kitty cat.
only. It is true. Sometimes you take the form of a small feline, but I have not. Ambrose, he's still putting on the goofy voice, but he seems like a little bit distant and more serious when she asks him what it looks like. And he says, It's hard to describe, but I have only ever encountered him when I have used my very powerful magic wizard powers to take glimpses into his plane, his sort of pocket kind of house, I suppose. It's a sort of infinite lake filled with remnants of civilizations long past that we do not know the name of and never will, lost to the dust of time, and upon looking up the sky is nothing but eyes and tentacles and mouths that would love nothing more than to end all of existence.
And she continues trying to wheedle out whatever information she can from Ambrose. What is everyone doing?
Rana will describe what she saw to everybody and then also say that she heard it or saw it go. Did you say west?
Sorry, east,
It went east.
towards Roast Meat Street.
I thought you said
okay.
Weast.
Okay. Yeah. So it was like hunching down on the roof, on the end of the roof, and it was cloaked and went east after the darkness was dispelled. It was definitely watching us. And then I guess she'll go inside if nothing else happens.
Okay. Yeah. What else? What is everyone else doing?
Are we retiring for the
Um,
night?
Oh, is it? Did we manage to stop and pick up my halberd?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes. No.
Yes.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we swung by and picked that up before the shattering happened.
Thank you. Then yeah, just coming inside, and I don't think it's a good idea to chase that thing right now.
No, I agree.
If it's interested in us, it will likely come back.
Accurate.
Okay.
For now, if his lordship has no
Home
objections.
before nightfall.
Sorry.
But
What's going on? What?
I'm trying to find out what you guys are doing.
Oh, I think we're retiring for the night.
Okay.
That would be appreciated. Yeah, because spells are a good thing.
All right. So you find respective rooms. There's a few upstairs with plenty of room for people to sleep and have some privacy, those that want it. As I said, Michaud will try to get as much from Ambrose as possible, but dinner is served pretty quickly, and then you guys retire right after that. It's up to you. Next morning, there's a cacophonous sort of squawking from one of the upper levels, right around the time that the sun rises, waking everyone up. You have your full rests.
oh,
Okay.
nice.
Rana is probably already awake. She's been doing her rituals. Well, wait, when the sun rises?
Yeah.
Okay, then she was preparing to do her rituals.
Okay.
Side note, it is so cool in this system that there's literally just a long rest button. That's
Yep.
so convenient.
It is very
Mhm.
nice.
Okay. It's a lot of rest. Takes a lot. This takes a lot of rest. All right. You've done your morning ablutions, and what have you. If you come downstairs, you'll find the household staff in full swing, and Misha back at her desk, just watching them ducks.
Oh, the squawking wasn't like something happening. It was just like a rooster crowing.
Not quite. It's real loud, really jarring. But it did have some similarities to a rooster. Yeah,
Huh.
just one that perhaps is 4 or 5 times too large.
Okay. So, okay. So can Rana do her rituals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gosh. All right. Cool. We're good.
Okay, new day. What do you do? Although, as soon as Ambrose, if Ambrose goes downstairs, well, let's find out what Ambrose says. Guff, what does Ambrose do?
Uh, yeah, I kind of imagined that Ambrose and Lady Michaud were kind of just like gabbing about creepy magic stuff for most of the night before eventually both either like passed out of exhaustion or whatever. So, Ambrose probably did go back up to his room and is now coming back downstairs because he got woken up by.
Through probably about the 10 o'clock hour, she excused herself and retires upstairs. But yeah, they definitely gab as much as Ambrose is willing to do. And
Then
when
yeah,
good,
he comes back downstairs in the morning.
Okay.
Look
when
up
he
and see the
appears,
ruckus.
Michaud implores him to cast a spell. That is one of the powerful magics, as he so often proclaims.
Oh, the more powerful magics to see. Do you suppose you could possibly have some sort of range or so? I don't want to be just throwing around cosmic magic inside a kitchen in your lovely house, you see.
She has a garden. It's quite small, but she'll lead you to it.
That'll work.
My lord, are you certain you wish to spend yourself this early in the day?
I a good I do value your concerns, Jocelyn, but the Madame Michaud has been so kind as to host us inside her very lovely home for so long. It would be rude of me to keep teasing her with eldritch magics and not show her any for this long.
As you will, my lord.
Okay, so
So
she leads you to the back door, opens it up, and gestures for you to exit.
all right. Sort of walks out and kind of like looks around and puts his he looks like he's feeling for like the energy of the room completely bullshitting. I don't Michaud, this is a very lovely garden. I assume you don't mind if a couple plants get a little roughed up,
You
do
got
you?
a little bit from. Okay, don't mind. She shakes her head vigorously. She comes to the door frame leading to the garden and stands in it, but does not step outside. But just watches intently. positively giddy.
Okay. Ambrose. Oh, let's see. Okay, what should I?
He has a sudden revelation. Says, "Do you need something to cast a spell on? Chompers, chompers!" And she calls for the blue-haired cat, which comes promptly, and its belly swinging to and fro as it strides out of the home and into the garden. And she tells it to sit, and it takes a few steps and sits, 5-6 feet from Ambrose.
Oh,
A
Oh.
cat taking orders? That's no cat. Althea follows out, begging her ladyship's pardon, and just steps over into the garden. Just, I don't trust this.
It's didn't a couple sessions ago, didn't she mention it was like her familiar or something?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not a real cat, it's a magic cat. Let's see. I want to get something impressive. Okay.
That's fine. I'm still supposed to be your bodyguard.
Why don't even he's so fine. Look at how lovely this garden. Nothing terrible or ghastly could happen while I'm in a garden. This is nice. So I guess
The
as the
garden
cat
is-
walks.
Sorry, continue.
Oh yeah. As the cat walks into the garden, Ambrose goes, "Oh no, my lady, no need. Although I am a very powerful and very evil warlock with very powerful magics, I don't believe in attacking a creature unless it is unless I feel the need. Of course, you see, I don't want to attack something
Chompers, get him!
unwilling."
And Chompers takes a couple steps and launches towards Ambrose, claws out, going for leather. Tell for leather.
As Chompers runs and jumps at him, Ambrose breaks character for a second and goes, "Ah, fuck!" and casts Arms of Hadar, the 5th level spell slot. So
Alright.
Althea
That's a good
might
use of a spell slot.
Oh
get,
crap!
might get
How
a
big
little
is?
bit of this. It's a
Yeah.
10-foot radius, so you might.
Oh, this is
It's-
gonna suck for Althea.
It's fine. It's fine, probably. Okay, so make a strength check.
All right, yep. So a strength saving throw from Althea. She's fine.
Okay,
Ish.
thank God. Cat kind of jumps at Ambrose. The tattoos seem to spread and engulf his body, and then old classic happens. He just explodes into this mass of writhing tentacles for a couple seconds before reforming back to his own shape, doing that.
A lot of damage. So 9 necrotic to Althea. I think she's resistant, so it'd end up being 4. And the cat is gripped by various tentacles, these tendrils ripping at it as its form is quickly torn apart and pulled into the darkness from whence the tendrils came. The void swallows it up.
Can those of us that are still inside the house hear anything about this going on? Like,
Sure.
a ruckus, commotion, and basic mayhem.
Yeah, Ambrose would
Kind
have
of
to
like
speak
to
some
imagine.
words.
Yeah, you hear like Ambrose probably shout something in aberration to get the tentacles to
At the
summon,
sound of
and then I imagine. I
at the
imagine
sound
like
of
while the
Ambrose's
tentacle thing
startled
is.
voice, Johnny just bolts in that direction.
I imagine while the spell's going on too, and all the tentacles are just flailing rapidly. It's kind of like if you just took like a garbage can full of fish and dumped it over.
Yeah.
Just
Excuse
a
me,
lot
Ron,
of
coming through.
wet smacking and stuff. So it's definitely made a ruckus.
Yeah. Yeah. Johnny's in full sprint, so yeah.
All right.
Is that our hostess
and-
in Johnny's way?
Yeah, she's in the doorway. Watching Ambrose. And
As the tentacles kind of retreat back and Ambrose is returned to his normal form, he meets eyes with Lady Michaud and just kind of awkwardly takes a bow.
she does that like giddy small clap in front of her chest.
And Johnny just yells, "Madam, move!" And he's not stopping.
Um, so he barrels through her and into the garden. And that is where we're gonna stop for the week.
All right. Yeah, because he hears Ambrose panicking. Even if it's just one word, it's
Yeah.
just one of his team is not okay. So that's where he is.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we'll pick up next week.
Excellent. Have a great week.
All right, you guys too. Thanks.
Take care.
and
Have a good one.
See you next time.
Yeah, fam.
Bye.
Bye.